Couldn't do this with you.
I can't do this with you either.
I know. I feel bad for you.
You should. Welcome to Awakening 101.
Yo.
I'm Jeremiah, and
I'm Chazz.
This is Chazz. Today, we're doing the thing where we talk into the mic, and then we talk some more. Today is evolution, baby. Nah, what I was talking about a second ago.
Yeah, what were you saying, dude? I really don't remember.
We were talking about
Evolution
and Sasquatch. Is that
yeah,
what
your Sasquatch.
Yeah, Sasquatch.
Bigfoot theory.
So I heard recently the Bigfoot theory is, for one, they live in another dimension, which is why we don't see them very often. They kind of come and go into our dimension where they poke in, poke out. They just kind of like bloop, bloop, bloop. They're here and they're not. But we actually come from Sasquatch. So take Anunnaki whenever they got here forever and ever ago, and they needed some helpers to do whatever they needed us to do. And they found this being. I don't know if they were cave beings at that point or not. They were probably just wandering around the forest and doing Sasquatch things. They find this being and splice their DNA with it, and then out pop humans that turn into cave people. I don't know. This was a theory that I came across on TikTok on somewhere, and I was like, very interesting theory. I like that idea of us having come from this mythical creature that doesn't technically exist, but it does. Because I totally believe Bigfoot's a thing. That absolutely. Fairies, Bigfoot, mermaid, you name it, it's real.
Vampires?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, probably.
Why? Well, hold on.
Just vampires, no, bro. Because I've never been eaten by a vampire, so why would they?
So you've been ferried by a fairy?
Definitely ferried by a fairy. The idea of vampires, I don't want the vampire to be real. Why do you think vampires are real? Tell me, Chazz.
I don't know. You said everything. So I was like, well, vampires too. You didn't name those
werewolves,
bitches.
Vampires. Yeah. What else are we not naming?
I mean, where do all this shit come from in people's minds?
Right. I mean, it has to come from somewhere. Either they were really creative back then about these fairy tale creatures, or they know something that we don't.
Well, they're really creative.
Or they're just really creative.
Really
I mean,
creative
they didn't have a whole lot going on back then, right? They just kind of sat around and didn't do anything.
Well, they saw someone eat someone and thought, that's a fucking that's a fucking vampire, I guess.
I don't know what else
I'm gonna write that down.
Fangs, blood sucking.
He sucked that blood. He did. He just drank it right out of the fucking neck. I watched it.
I saw it happen.
Looked at me, smiled, had big fucking fangs, and I ran away.
And this normal human turned into this hairy beast, and I guess werewolf? Destroyed it on the spot.
And then I saw young Jimmy the next day, and he was just totally fucking normal. He didn't even fucking, it's like he didn't get his whole neck sucked the fuck out, you know? Yeah.
Fucking Jimmy. What creatures are we missing? I want to hear it, Chazz. What do you got?
Hold on.
Let's hear it.
Like goblins or some shit, you know?
Are they gnomes? Gnomes or goblins? Goblins have the ears.
Have you ever seen True Blood?
No.
HBO True Blood?
I think I saw an episode of it.
Everything in that world is real. So they start, all right, first off, that first season is on fucking point. On point.
That's impressive.
In fact, that it kept me along for like another 8 that were all dog shit.
8 dog shit.
8 dog shit. You get one good one, dude. But that first one was like dark. Only vampires were a thing. And they were just coming out in the first season where it was like, vampires are real and we're trying to integrate them into society. Oh. But that's it, just vampires. And they have like this thing called True Blood, and that's a drink for them. So they don't have to eat people.
Okay.
And they called it True Blood. That's what they named the show after. But like ultimately, in that first season was like almost like a suspense thriller.
Yeah.
Someone dies and they're like looking for who's the killer, and it could be the vampire, but is it not? And like who's doing it?
It was so good.
Yo, it was so dark and like suck it. I love the way he'd walk in and he'd be all like dark, but they'd always like light his face, you know? They do that and they're like, he'd be like, suck it. Come here, suck it. You know? Yeah, I used to love that shit. Anyways, after that season, it was like witches, goblins, wizards, and fairies. Sookie turns into, she's a fairy. She's actually a fairy.
Okay.
And she comes from like a fairy lineage, and there's werewolves, and there's because she starts dating a werewolf. It's not like he's part of like a pack, and the pack's like a gang, like a motorcycle gang, but it's really like a werewolf gang.
So they literally have all of the creatures you can imagine, all the fairy tale kind of creatures.
They took it as far as they fucking could, and they even had like, I loved the character Godric because he was like this like 5,000 to 10,000 year old vampire who had like been the father of all these different ones and lived all this time and shit. And he was like so powerful and all, because like the longer you live, the more powerful you are as a vampire and all this shit. And it was, they get into all some crazy shit. Yeah.
What was the oldest vampire on there?
Shit, I want to say it was some bitch that was in this pool room that what's his face had to go and like be her like slave or some shit.
How old were they? Do you know?
I want to say, I don't think any of them. I want to say 10,000 was the max. 10? I don't think anybody was over 10,000 years old.
Dang. So how does vampirese start? How do you become a vampire to begin with? Evolution doesn't create vampires. Bats.
I don't know how it would start, but the way they did it in the show is like you get your blood drained and then like refilled with vampire blood, and then you go sit in a fucking coffin underground for a night with them, the two of y'all, and then you'll be born again the next morning as a vampire.
If vampires exist, the way they existed in my head would have to have been some kind of blood ritual mantra chant, like some kind of blood sacrifice of sorts, and then they come back as a vampire.
I totally get that.
And then, maybe they drank blood and then they were sacrifice gone wrong, and then they come back and there you go. They eat everyone and turn them all into vampires. But they were trying to sacrifice that person, but it came back instead. That's how I would
fuck with a werewolf. We like doing shit with like
vampires rise.
Dogs
werewolves
now?
Has the ride, right? Have you seen Twilight? Vampires come in, so do the wolves. Done. Figured it out. That's the
wizards,
story
witches,
of vampires. Well, they just exist in general. They're just.
We're all wizards and witches, right?
Yeah,
that's the way I kind of see that. It's like some people figure it out and some people don't.
Yeah.
It's kind of actually how I see it, sadly. I'm like, we've been talking about a lot of fantasy. That's not fantasy in my head.
No, it's just been suppressed.
Correct.
And only few tap into the energy.
Are we talking about reality or not?
Oh, we were talking about evolution, actually.
Fuck, that's right.
Yes, we are talking about reality because
this all could be evolution, though. Could we not evolve in all this shit?
Not? Sure. Actually, what if that's what it is? It all just comes from points in time where we've evolved into.
That's what evolution is.
We went from vampires to werewolves. Done.
Well, why can't you look? You have dogs and cats, right? You've got birds and you've got dinosaurs and you've got all this weird shit. So, like, why can't you just like spin off into a wolf and spin off into a vampire?
Anything's possible.
Yeah,
put your mind to it.
I don't see why not. Yeah.
I mean, plus dinosaurs aren't fucking real. We all know that's a hoax to get people to believe in something that isn't real.
It was hard for me to find out that we've never found an entire complete dinosaur skeleton, and all the ones that they show you that are all fake. They're faked.
Fake, like they've added things to them to make them
complete. So they only had we've never found a complete one. Dude, that one really pissed me off because I didn't know that one. They don't really make you aware of that one.
Well, no, why would they be like, here's a dinosaur skeleton, but it's actually not all real.
Yeah.
But most of it is.
Now, if we have, it's like we just did it. It just happened.
What do you mean?
Like if we found a complete set, then that's some fucking dudes to me.
Right.
I'm just making it clear that like as far as I know, there's none. And if that has happened, that has to be like some brand new shit. And we've been doing some new shit like every day now, So I'm almost like, they probably did find that shit yesterday, and we're just now talking about it. And then tomorrow, everybody else will talk about it.
There's something to the whole discovery of dinosaurs, and I don't know what it is, but I think something's being hidden. The fact that we don't believe dragons are real, but we'll go down the road of believing all dinosaurs ever existed.
Yeah,
but dragons aren't real.
T-Rex, man. Or like a Triceratops and shit. I'm like, dragon. Why is dragon so out of left field? Did fire?
Like, no. And that's totally possible. Like I actually saw a video on how possible dragons breathing fire actually could be. We have all of the elements here, and we have animals.
Do we know what some our animals can do?
I'm pretty sure there's an animal that has the ability to do that. It's just a very tiny animal. It's a creature I'm
pretty sure there is one that can do something with fire. But like even at that, I'll just throw that out. Let's pretend that there is not. Okay. And we know it. All right.
Yeah.
Or we have never found it. We have found like every other kind of shit. Like eels that are electric. They can produce electricity and shock you and shit and like pulse out. That's wild in itself, guys.
Absolutely. I'm still convinced they are from another realm, another dimension. Eels are magical little creatures.
Hearing about dolphins.
Oh, freaking dolphins.
And that you can't. It's like illegal. And it's illegal to have a birth in the same water with them. Because
what?
this is what I need to go down this road, okay? But
No, I believe that.
I was being told yesterday by a certain someone that it is now illegal in like Hawaii or something, and they used to allow it, and those babies were all coming out to be like geniuses. And so then they just like,
I completely believe that.
we're not doing that anymore. And they've already proven we can talk to them.
Dolphins are very smart, magical beings. I don't know who, where, or what they come from, but they know some stuff, and they could actually communicate and talk to us. They don't want that to happen.
I don't know. Yeah.
They want
Dude,
us
it's
to have
wild.
nothing to do with it.
When you start making laws that we can't communicate with them,
an
dude,
animal? Excuse me? That's like,
yo, and you know what's funny to me is we humans in society just roam around and just don't ask, what the fuck is that? Why are you making a law about communicating with an animal? And no one stops to say, we should probably figure out why. Instead, we're all like, that's just government being stupid.
yeah,
You know?
like they're just literally, who makes a law
that
you
government's
can't-
just being dumb again.
For one, the idea that they're making it illegal for you to talk to an animal. At what animal do you know that we can actually talk to and reciprocate information from? Zero, right?
Dude, not to my fucking knowledge. I mean, this is the first one I know about.
Especially not anyone that just goes up to an animal and talks to them. I know of like animal mediums and people that actually can communicate with animals, but that's very selective. You have to tap into that knowledge, that information, and then, yeah, you can talk to the animals. I know that exists. I'm saying anyone that just walk out and talks to a bird, no, you don't get the dialect back that you can understand. You have to understand how to talk to a bird. But they're saying no one whatsoever can talk to dolphins, which means you could probably go up to a dolphin and have a conversation with it and start understanding it. They're smart little beings. And I bet they could send some kind of wave that helps and lets you understand them.
I think it's in the water.
Dude, I don't know where they come from. Maybe they reside with the civilizations under the water and the ice and everything. Maybe they hang out with the water civilizations and they have secret information. I don't know, dude. Dolphins are amazing.
Yo, and the one thing I've always known about the ocean is that in the world of the ocean, the shark is the king and the oldest and like pretty much a dinosaur in itself, except it has one enemy.
The dolphin.
The dolphin.
We've all seen Flipper.
The dolphin is the only thing that can come in and essentially just fucking kill a shark. And the shark can't do shit about it.
I've never understood why.
I know why.
I've seen Flipper, but that's all I know of.
So sharks have no bone. They have zero bones. They are purely muscle and cartilage. They have zero bones, dude, except for like their jaw. Their jaw is like the only bone, dude. That's it. They cannot go backwards. They can't swim backwards. They have to continue moving forward or they can't breathe, so they can't stop.
Oh.
They are just a giant ball of muscle. And then you have the dolphin that's way more acrobatic, doesn't need all of this, and has a giant bone coming out of their front that they can go ram the fuck out of one of those things.
Seen it.
And they can just swim around it, just fucking hit it, and it's like the shark can't do anything. It's not mobile enough. It can't do shit. And the damn bone on the front just fucks those things up. Sharks can't do shit.
Yep.
They were designed this way. You know, it's like those things were designed for the fucking water and to be little fucking monsters. I guess really the true winner would be a killer whale. Killer whales, they really are supposed to be the top dog.
They are pretty epic.
They're fucking insane. And they're really smart.
And they will eat anything. Almost.
Yeah, they'll pretty much they'll like toy with shit, dude. And they actually will gang together and cause random things to get the prey. You know, it's like, dude, it's wild to watch it.
Free Willy taught me that they're nice little whales. You know, they not necessarily taught you that they're nice whales. They talk about how dangerous they are, but also just seeing this kid hanging out with one, you know, it makes you think that, oh yeah, they're great. Orcas are not nice. They're not pleasant little creatures. They're magical. I love them. They're awesome. But like
they're killers.
They'll mess you up.
They're actually dolphins.
They're smart. It's like, what do you mean?
Dude,
they're
not whales, man. They're dolphins. I'm sorry that I fucking totally forgot to put this in.
How and why? I want to know.
They're under the dolphin family.
Whoa.
No, they're totally dolphins.
How are they not whales?
No, they're dolphins. They are under the dolphin family, but they're so big and they look like whales. They just call them killer whales, but they're not fucking killer whales.
You can't call them a killer dolphin. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
How did they?
So they have the genetics of a fucking dolphin.
No wonder
and
they're so smart.
They're under that hierarchy of animal in that kingdom or whatever. They're under the fucking dolphin kingdom. They're not under the whale kingdom. You know, like that's not what they are. They're fucking dolphins.
Whoa.
Let me just double check.
I don't know if I want you to double check. I'm happy with just believing it.
Let me just double check.
Double check. It's kind of crazy to think about, but they do act as smart as dolphins. Like every time I see them messing with a boat or like plotting something, you see their smarts come out. It's like they're using their brain, whereas, you know, sharks, they don't really seem to use
whale and the largest member of the oceanic dolphin family.
What?
It's the largest member of the dolphin family. There you go.
How many
They are
dolphin members do we have? I do think swimming with an orca versus swimming with a shark would be a little less dangerous.
Oh, for sure.
Right? But
sharks
still,
are just like trying to kill.
they just kind of
do it.
It's almost
It's
like their
instinctual.
instinct to just eat,
Killer whales don't kill just to kill and eat. They
it's because they're using their brain a little bit more.
No, they're thinking about what they're doing.
I do think they want to wage war on humans, though. I definitely feel like they.
Do you really think that?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. There's something about those little tweaking motherfuckers.
Like all dolphins are just killer whales.
Killer whales.
So they're like a particular type that doesn't like humans.
their lot. I think doesn't like humans. I think we've done something to them over the span of their lifetime.
Oh no!
They just kind of like.
You mean we didn't kill and slaughter them in just massive amounts for their skin?
I'm sure that's never happened.
You know what their skin is, right?
No.
You know what we need for it, right? You know where we got our oil before it came from the ground?
Ooh. Dolphins? The killer dolphins?
They're
Freaking
fucking
orcas, huh?
Orca whales are made of oil. That fucking skin, we take that and that's oil.
Yep.
That's the whole whaling industry.
Oh my God. Yeah, they definitely want to wage war on our asses. Hands down.
That's where it all came from before we got it from the fucking ground, dudes. We were out there just slaughtering fucking whales.
That's why we don't call them dolphins.
Yeah.
God.
Dude, this is like, it's a really deep thing here.
Oh, did you find out what other dolphin creatures are out there? Because I only know of the cute little pale dolphins. I know there are different shades of dolphin.
40 to 50 species of dolphin.
Huh.
Oceanic dolphins, river dolphins.
Excuse me?
There's 38
Is
oceanic dolphins.
Is that a manatee? Is a dolphin a manatee? I mean, a manatee a dolphin? I've seen a manatee.
Isn't it a mammal?
Manatee or mammal?
Dude, I don't fucking know this type of science, man. Are you serious?
There's so many aquatic creatures.
dude.
It's absurd.
Yeah, like kingdoms and like families and all. Dude, I don't ask me. I don't fucking know, dude. I just know like killer whales are dolphins. You know?
I did not know that. And if you're questioning or like doubting whether that's true or not, we literally looked it up. The internet Google thing says it's true.
Yeah, no, they call them killer whales, but they're totally part of the oceanic dolphin family. And there's 38 different species of dolphin, and they're called the orca whale or the orca. They're an orca.
Orca dolphin.
They're an orca dolphin, but we call them orca whales. But that's propaganda shit. That's some indoctrination if I've ever heard it. They didn't want you to know this, man.
Yeah, why? Like there would have been an uprise if we had called them dolphins, and then we're over there killing them.
It's not nearly as great. It's not nearly as great when you're slaughtering dolphins for their fucking skin.
But at the same time, like I don't understand how there wasn't an uproar in the first place of the.
Well, it ended up happening. And eventually we were like, "Yo, stop fucking slaughtering goddamn whales, man! What are you doing?" You know?
The person that found out that they were made of oil or whatever when it washed up on shore at first. And
to me that you can like take the skin of a whale and utilize their blubber or whatever as it's like the fat. You could burn the fat and you could utilize it. Yeah,
really.
Yes.
Did we use their parts for other things too? We didn't just like throw them away, did we? Because that would have been.
Dude,
God, could you imagine just
I don't even
taking
want to
the
know,
oil
man.
and done?
First off, how the fuck did you even get it off? What was that fucking process like?
What do you mean? Like
how do you mass produce that? How do you get it off and get it into a different? You scrape it off. You gotta scrape this shit off this dead creature. You gotta take this dead body of a dolphin and you gotta scrape that fucking skin off of it into a barrel or some shit. And then like what? You have like this weird carcass sitting there. Like dude, the whole thing. Like I think about it, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? You know, like what the. Dude, humans are some really weird fucking people, man.
I agree.
We're really strange. Like it's weird what we do.
I mean, and everything that we do.
Yo,
but it's like experimentation has sacrifice or something like that. There's some saying that scientists like to say to feel birth to feel.
You know what? I never saw a future that was actually sustainable in any kind of sense. I thought, dude, the only way to do it is like more oil, more gas. We need more. We got to get out of this with more of it because that's the only way. And now I'm like, dude, the ancients already had it. They already had this.
We're just going the long way.
We're going like circling around and like taking a different path. And we want to go sightseeing for a minute. Let's go over here and look around for a minute. Don't look over there. We're not there yet, fucking asshole. We're over here looking at these monuments. Some of these monuments cool.
What's crazy to think about is the idea that they probably already know.
Yeah.
What the ancients knew. And they're just like, no, that's not the future we want.
They do.
That's not the future we've been curating for the past 2,000 years.
They already know what the pyramids are. They already know what all these things are.
They already know what it all is. They know everything.
Yeah, there's no... now that I know what I do know, I can tell you right now, there's no way they don't. Right. You wouldn't have been able to do the things that I know y'all are doing, that we know y'all are doing, without understanding this. Like, if alignment's real, then those fucking assholes know to some degree of what it is.
Did you call them nassholes, like NASA assholes?
Nassholes.
It's the newfound word.
I think it was more of a speech impediment, but you know what? I'll take nassholes.
I love it. I mean, I'm going to start calling them that now.
Nassholes. Yeah, that's actually a great idea. That is, yeah.
You know, we were supposed to be talking about evolution, and we started talking about sea creatures. So dinosaurs.
And like vampires and like werewolves for a while.
The only reason I believe
evolution,
the dinosaur theory, not the only reason, but now like where I am, the only reason I believe the dinosaur theory are alligators and what's the other one? Sharks. Like they're the most prehistoric creatures that exist, in my opinion. But also alligators could just come from
birds.
Yeah, like birds and things, especially chickens.
These motherfuckers just look.
How'd they survive?
Yeah.
Have you seen their feet? They're trippy looking. Like,
chickens survived because we allowed it.
The asteroid that struck the planet allowed it. They're like, chickens survive. Alligators, you can survive.
You mean like because humans can protect them behind fucking gates and shit? You know, like those bitches would be so gone without us caging their little asses in.
Okay.
And protecting them.
Picture this: humans not existing when the asteroid struck. How does a chicken survive? Like,
chicken
where did
came
they
later.
Come from?
Chicken came later. Egg needed to come. Egg hadn't arrived yet.
The chicken actually arrived on the asteroid, and it is what repopulated the planet.
Yeah, I think at that point we would have been down to a very minimal amount of species. We've had to kind of rebound, get back and going again, and then that's sometime after that is when the Anunnaki would have arrived and been like, speed this shit up. Tweak that a little bit.
And that's
and humans.
The world needed to the planet needed to regenerate itself after a strike.
Yeah, dude, that would have taken like a million fucking years to get going again.
We know where it struck, right? We have the evidence of where it hit.
The Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
The Gulf of who now?
The Gulf of America.
I thought it was the Gulf of Mexico. What freaking timeline am I in?
Dude, we changed the name. You didn't know that? You really didn't know that?
I saw it on the Googles once, and I didn't believe it. I thought it was a hoax.
No, Donald Trump definitely signed that one into play. That's legitimate now. It is called the Gulf of America.
So the Gulf is where that thing struck? Mm-hmm.
That's where everybody agrees on it. Let's put it that way.
Is it still there? Can we go like...
The crater.
What about the asteroid? Where'd it go?
No, the asteroid doesn't ever exist. I don't think it's very rare that the asteroid at that level would exist or anything like that. After it'd be like fucking just plow in and become merged with all of it and shit, and it'd just be like dust and shit. And maybe you get little chunks of it and shit, you know. But by that time, it's all probably buried or in the fucking. Do you know how hard that would be? Maybe you could do this. Maybe, dude. Maybe get chunks of it. You could probably get chunks of it. Never a whole. And it would be deep.
What about the Moldavite asteroid? How old is that thing? It's still
I don't know. What is that?
Here. I don't know. It's an asteroid that struck, and people are getting rocks out of it and selling them for an arm and a leg.
I wouldn't trust that shit. I don't trust that shit.
Came from the whole sky.
I would rather have one of these. I don't give a shit about anything else anymore. It's true. All about a quartz.
That's probably not from Earth either. I'm just kidding. It totally is. Shit grows in the ground. No, the Earth compresses it in the ground. How do crystals grow? Compression. I don't know.
Compression and geometry.
Yeah, sacred. Or just geometry?
I guess it has to be sacred. Yeah,
it is sacred.
That's why. Have you ever seen those videos of the pictures of the crystals in that cave?
Yeah. Is that what that is?
Yeah. Those are just giant quartz. And like those things were like 50 tons.
Dude, this planet is
50 times. And then,
wild.
but if you look at them, they are shaped like this. They have this like smooth end that it's very geometrical.
so interesting.
Why do they do that?
The crystals on their own, that's just like how they look.
Very honeycomb. You know, like there's something to shape. If honeycomb is, how does honey last forever? It can't go bad.
Because it's magical. I say a lot of things are magical, but honey is legitimately magical. It might keep you alive forever if you bathe in it. I'm not doing that.
Is the fountain of youth like just like pouring honey out? Just honey, just
yeah, it's right.
And like bees, just maintaining.
And then they form a being when you approach the fountain of honey.
I like this. Yo, who was it that told me that bees and their vibration all together in resonance is what essentially makes the honey, the vibration of it stabilizes the honey into lasting forever?
Not me.
No? Who told me that shit, dude? I don't know who told me that shit, but
The little fairy that comes at night and talks in your ear probably.
may have been a download. May have been one of those fucking moments. I don't know. But like, for some reason, I have heard this, that the vibration of all the humming bees at that same frequency can stabilize the lattice of the, combined with the fact that they create a honeycomb shape of like the...
When they vibrate, they create a honeycomb shape
That's how they build it.
out of their vibration. I
I don't know. I think they place that together. You know,
always
but the
wondered
honey coming out as it's being done, and they're like gunking it out of their fucking mouth because that's really just like honey's like really bee vomit.
Yeah.
That's really what that shit is.
I like it even more now.
And so like, but then when it's on the honeycomb and they're vibrating, they make honey what it is. They stabilize it and they fucking like, I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know how they do that shit.
I don't either. Honeybees are incredible, and we need to make sure they survive longer than we do. So
This is
save
true,
the
man.
bees, please.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Fucking save everything. It's like,
Yeah,
what?
save
Except
it
for
all.
mosquitoes. I fucking hate mosquitoes.
Watch them be the almighty being of all things ever.
Kill me now.
God, they turn into
Kill
this like
me now, dude.
gigantic
I
celestial
fucking hate
being,
those
and they all
little
come
bastards.
together. They're so horrible. There's like
They're
a billion of them in the backyard
Dude,
as we speak.
There's
They're
a billion
like
everywhere you go outside.
everywhere.
In the South, man? Oh, God.
They're so bad.
Why is there...
So are these little fruit flies, though. They're
Tell me it's not
almost just as bad, but they don't eat you.
It's truly down.
God, the evolution of bugs.
Wake up.
Well, that was us touching on sea creatures. I mean, talking about sea creatures. We don't touch sea creatures.
I mean, maybe I would if I could, but they made that shit illegal.
Yeah, they did.
You can't talk to them. I don't touch one. Wait, hold on. Can I like hang out and like touch one?
And not talk to it?
Correct. Yeah. There it is.
I got you.
Is that a thing?
I mean, I would assume you just really just don't talk to it, you know? And you're good.
Yeah, but what?
Huh?
Dude.
Literally one of the dumbest. Well, no, there's also a law that says you can't have an ice cream cone in the back of pocket while you walk down a street or something like that. So, like, there's some pretty dumb laws out there.
Okay. Let's try to use our logic, though.
What logic? We don't. They indoctrinated logic out of us. Don't you know?
That's kind of the point, I guess.
The Vatican. It's all the Vatican. But
They muddied the waters. They're like, dude, we got the dumbest laws ever. Let's just make another dumb one. But
easy
at some
does it.
point, when you stop and say, like, okay, I don't know, ice cream in your back pocket. But it's only on Sundays, by the way. So it's like a church thing usually. And I was like, all right, it's religious.
But like, why? Who did that to make them be like, no, you can't be doing that? Who
Some
put ice cream in?
kid was putting ice cream in his fucking pocket, and he was sitting down on it at the fucking place, getting it all over their fucking chairs and their damn benches. I'm sure the bench had some nice cushion, and he got ice cream over the fucking cushion.
You're right. It's logical at this point.
Okay, like,
Yeah.
and they were like, fuck it. These kids keep buying fucking ice cream from that damn dollar ice cream store down the street from the church. We're fucking done with it. Make it a law.
Yeah.
You know?
That makes sense. So let's go down the road with dolphins. Do the same thing with dolphins. This motherfucker got in the water, started talking to the dolphin, started learning all this stuff that he shouldn't have been learning, and then came up and started telling people about it. And like, we can't have that. Kill him. It's illegal. Done. There's the logic for you.
Do you see the moment you try to play these things out, the differences between them? Like immediately you're like, dude,
Yeah.
I can give you a logical answer for why that one may be a thing. This when I thought about it for 2 seconds, I was like, in no shape or form can I come up with a logical explanation for that fucking shit. Anything you say is they had to talk to an animal
and receive information.
and then be like, yo, I think I fucking talked to that animal. And then they were like, but like, no, it told me this. And then they were like, oh God, we
did it though?
Yeah. Kill that man.
Push him out the window.
Yeah, he fell out of a window. He talked to a dolphin. He fell out of a window, and now we have to make this illegal.
This sounds about right. This tracks.
No one pushed him. He told us the dolphin said to do it, and he did it. Okay.
The dolphin told him to do it. Done. Suicide. Look at that. We know how to cover everything up these days, don't we? Suicide.
Yo, we're gonna be high for the CIA. They're gonna be like, yo, y'all got fucking skill at this game we've been playing for a long time, man. Y'all see it. God damn it. How do y'all come up with the new shit?
Right through it.
Dude.
We don't even know it. We're just like, yeah, what can we say? We're naturals.
Yeah, we're just like calling them out on everything, and they're like, son of a bitch. How long did we spend on this one?
Literally decades.
Johnston, your plan's terrible.
It's always Johnson.
These two dumbasses fucking figured it out.
Yeah, we didn't even graduate. Well, I didn't graduate. I don't know about you. You probably did at some point in life.
I guess I did, but I feel like it was really kind of like privilege.
You were forced to graduate.
Yeah, it's like
I'm sure.
They don't really let you fail.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way I always took it, is like, you wouldn't let me fail anyways. My parents just come bitch at you, and then you fucking give me the grade anyways. So you'll probably just give me a D and we'll move the fuck on.
I will push you out the window. Or, I mean, and make it look like a suicide if you don't pass him. It's your choice, but.
Well, you think that's a joke? Would you like to keep your job here? Then he should probably receive a passing grade.
This is great. If you enjoy this kind of content, follow along. We got it everywhere, all over the place. Chazz is always around. So am I.
Am I?
Well, I make you be.
This is true, actually.
Chazz out.
Bye.